And we're on.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to our second MemberVault Facebook Live show. I am Bridget Ward, and I am the client happiness lead, and I am with I was going to say lovely Mike.
I'll be lovely.
You can be lovely. Mike
I got
Kelly.
this much coffee. I'm lovely.
Especially after a night with Connor not sleeping so well.
Yeah, that might have been my fault, but yeah.
Well, the brains behind the business and the co-founder, Mike Kelly. So welcome again.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say thank you. Yeah, we're here in last week we were in Rogue River, Oregon, which is like right over the border of California. So just in southern Oregon. And this week we are in Eugene, Oregon, which is about an hour south of Portland. So there's like a lot more dense trees. And then look at that. Look at that red cedar. It's huge.
Oh, that is just stunning. And it's cloudy. Yeah.
It's cloudy. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm in like Pacific Northwest wear. No more 90 degrees. I'm happy. Happy boy.
Yeah. Where I was at, I'm in Texas, and I mean it's cloudy today, but it's hot and humid, so it's all good. But
right.
Well, today I want to dive in because our topic is quite hot and juicy today. So we are going to talk about engagement. The whole reason behind MemberVault is really about, it's simplicity, but it's engaging your community, your students, your clients, but really your students. The whole, there's no point in creating a course if you basically create this amazing piece of content and then nobody goes through it or nobody finishes it or they, disappear on you and you don't have a way or a system in place to follow up and engage with them. And that is what MemberVault does. And this is what is so amazing about MemberVault. So we have a way, and what Mike and Aaron and gang, have created is these student personas. So people who go through your course, get a different persona added to them. And I want Mike to dive into this a little bit more for us.
Yeah, great. Well, we identified, currently we have 3 what we call special students.
Yep.
And these are students that we want to identify in your course because they stand out in some kind of way, right? Mm-hmm. That might need extra attention and might need more engagement. So the first one we have is called what we call the star student. And the star student, what they do is they're your brown nosers. They're your, goody two shoes. They're the ones, they complete the course at a rate of 3 days per lesson or faster, right? Mm-hmm. So every course is a different size. So we couldn't have done like a time frame thing. So it's, 3 days per lesson. So if they're doing it at a pace at or greater than 3 days a lesson, they get, when they complete the lesson, they'll get tagged as a star student. Mm-hmm. And, again, that's important to do. And so, and MemberVault will go out, and if you have your active campaign or ConvertKit or Drip hooked up to it, MemberVault will reach out to your email system and tag that person with star and then the idea of the course. And Bridget, this is kind of where you get excited, right? Once that hits the email system, like what are some things that you want to say to that star student?
So a star student is somebody who is super engaged, super loves what you're creating, what you've done, loves your course, is just excited to be a part of your community. So you would want to reach out to this person, not only congratulate them, pat them on the back, celebrate their success, but you might also want to upgrade them to something else, offer a new product, service, mastermind, whatever that may be, because these are those special students who are excited about what you're offering and want to learn more from you. So you really want to take advantage of that and really celebrate them.
I just realized I can put on our things. Yes, absolutely. That's just it, right? They're your best clients. Why wouldn't you want to celebrate them and get them on board even more?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So the next type, and that's on the positive side. Unfortunately, there's 2 on the negative side too. And any course creator or any course taker probably knows these personas as well. So the next one we call the ghost. And that person is the person that they sign up. They have all the good intentions in the world. They buy your course. They're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then they never maybe they log in, but they never complete anything. That's it. They never touched it, right? Or maybe they never even logged in. Whatever the case is, they never touched anything.
Right.
They bought the course and they never got in.
Right.
And so they will reach out, and MemberVault will reach out and tag your email system with Ghost, and then, the course as well. And, what are some example of things that we, that we want to reach out and tell those people?
Yeah. A ghost is, all of us have probably been a ghost at some point in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Like we bought a course thinking, had the best intentions of like, I'm going to do this. And then life gets in the way, kid gets sick and you sort of forget about it. You don't even think about it because you're not getting reminded maybe by the course or whomever. This is where I really think you send a super poignant email that just says, hey, XY, Sally, you purchased this course, you invested in yourself, but I've noticed you haven't even logged in. And I would love to, talk with you, but, help you out, suggest that, let you know that first lesson is so powerful and give them the reasons why it's powerful. And it's only 15 minutes long or, give them, because they might be concerned. One, they might have forgotten. Two, they might think, I don't have the time. And if you can give them an idea of how long it might take.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right. The time thing, I don't have time for this.
Right. Because I'm amazed at some courses that are an hour lesson. And I'm like, oh, I can't give up an hour. But, we all have time to give up. I'm sorry. We all have time to give up 15 minutes. Come on, people, and I always suggest to my clients to really create short, sharp courses and lessons because it is easier to get through especially for busy people who are mom, dad, running a business, doing this as a side gig, whatever the case may be. We don't have a ton of time to get it done, or at least we don't think we do.
Right. And again, the incredible thing that in case people don't realize is that all of this, if you set this up right, all of this happens automatically.
Yeah. Definitely.
So every night, every day, MemberVault has a job running in the background that will go through all of your courses and will say, hey, that person hasn't logged in 14 days. They signed up, but they didn't do anything. Go out and tag them right now. And then if you have your automation set up, on that end, that's it. It's not like you get an email and you have to write them or anything like that. This automatically happens. And what an amazing, you look like the most pimp course creator in the world. You are on it. And meanwhile, you're
sitting on the beach or hanging out having a cup of coffee with your buddy.
Yeah.
But the reality is if you can get into the mind, and that's why I'm always thinking about the people going through the courses and putting yourself in that person's position, going, oh shoot, I ran out of time, my kid got sick, whatever. And you can address those in the email and really and if you address a couple different scenarios, then they think, oh my God, he or she is talking directly to me. How did they know that my kid got sick? Or how did they know, that I just got busy and I completely forgot? And it's we all get busy. So just write it in a way that really sounds how many times have you gotten an email where you think, shit, are they really talking to me?
Right. Yeah, sure.
This is a personal email. This is not an auto-generated email. And you're like, whoa.
Right.
So that's what I want people to do because I really want them, and then it is set up ahead of time and it's automated and you're just re-engaging your people that way.
Yes. Awesome. And then we have one more, right? We have one more special student, and that is the slacker. And I think I know I'm the slacker, right? This is my persona for sure. Yeah, me too. They buy the course, they log in, they're gung-ho, man. They come out of the gate strong and they're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn AWS or I'm going to learn whatever. And then they see a shiny object somewhere or the weekend happens. They drink too much, whatever the case is, that's it. They're gone now. Right. So here's a person that started and engaging in your course, but they didn't finish. How sad is that? They were having a good time in your course and they didn't finish. And again, so MemberVault will automatically reach out and tag those people in your email system as slacker.
Yep. And how many days will you repeat?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. So Slacker, what happens with Slacker is if somebody starts a course, if they complete any amount of lessons inside of that course, but then there's no activity for 14 days. Yep. So 2 weeks goes by and they don't touch it. Yeah. That's a pretty clear sign that they're not intending on coming back.
Right.
And so that, that's a scenario where, you want to ring that bell and be like, okay, what's up? Because you came in hot and heavy, and now you haven't completed the course, and now you're off in la la land. So so they'll get tagged with the slacker tag. Right. And what are some things that you'd want to tell the slacker? Well,
and you might, like for me, I would want to know, like, thinking of myself, it's like, oh, hey, you know what? You started this course. Don't forget about it. Like, one, it might just be a simple reminder because Laura,
right.
I know that I've often done that. I mean, I've done it with books. Like I'm reading 3/4 of the book. Squirrel. Exactly.
Yeah. We on a pod? I forgot we were on a live. Yeah.
Squirrel. And it literally is that, just reminding them, hey, the course is here. It's waiting for you. We want you to be engaged. And doing it from a personal touch and a personal email makes a huge difference. The other thing is you can just, once again, remind them to schedule time on their calendar. Because I think too many people don't schedule learning time. And so I've made it like anytime I take a course now, in fact, I'm looking at one for my kids and I to do together this summer. And I said, I'm going to schedule it every day at a certain time where the three of us can sit down and go through the course together. Because then it has a higher probability of getting done than if you just go, I'll get to it when I get to it. Because you'll never find time. You'll get distracted with going to the pool. You get distracted watching a TV show or squirrels.
Right.
So those are a couple ways. I mean, and I just think also, as I mentioned in the ghost one, just letting people know how long the course is. Because, it might, if you can kind of keep them, obviously, depending on when this email goes out, if you can kind of keep your courses to a certain, like never over a certain length, right? Because you can't assume that it's going to be a 15-minute course unless if you have an hour course in there, or I know I see that light. It's like a crossover.
I know. The sun. What is the sun?
You're in Oregon. There is no sun.
I know, right?
But it is really that thing where you just want to kind of keep your, like I said, short, snappy, powerful time frame. And so that you can, kind of be able to say in a generic way, but in a personal generic way. I hate to say that, but like that, log in, get back in there, dive in because you're going to learn so much, and these lessons are only 15 to 30 minutes long and you can schedule it in your day and you can make it happen because you invested in you. So take advantage of that. So that's kind of how I do it.
Absolutely. And great points. I mean, some of those I didn't even think about. And, but that just goes to show you kind of the flexibility and the power of using these tags and these special student types. So not only will they be tagged with this, but as soon as you log into your admin panel, you see your stars and slackers. And so you can even manually go in there and be like, Bridget just got tagged with slacker. Like what? I have a personal relationship with her. What's going on with that? Yeah. So anyway, but all this feeds into that whole engagement piece. And I think that's really what we wanted to bring home here. And yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. Just having a course these days isn't enough. Like you need to make sure every student is getting the most out of every course that you do. Just period. Like
it's a success for you. It's a success for the course creator, but it's a success for the person who goes through it. There's no point in, think about it. We create these courses to create success for our students. Otherwise, nobody goes through a course just to go through a course. You want to learn something. So it's a win-win for the creator as well as the student. So you want to see your students succeed. So this is why MemberVault and the way it's been set up is so hugely beneficial for your students going forward.
Yeah, totally. So cool. Well, being cognizant of time.
Yes, I would like you to tell about what the big updates happened this week because there's really good stuff.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to try to do every week as well. It's just kind of like a week in MemberVault. Because I don't want people to think that MemberVault is just something we built, shipped, and packed, and that's it. It's very much a living, breathing thing. And because we have a small team and we're super responsive and super good, to be quite honest, and modest as well, we can make changes really quickly and make some really impactful changes. So, so just this week, right, we overhauled our login and forgot password thing, which isn't very exciting, but
it is.
Right. We were getting feedback. People were getting confused. And so we overhauled that system and it's been quiet ever since. So that's good. We also added in, as of last night, actually just got in there, responsive video. So, when you embed a video into your course, sometimes like it's a fixed size. And when you resize your browser on the phone, it'll overshoot and stuff like that. So we put in code to fix that. So now all you have to do is say, hey, I'm on YouTube or I'm on Vimeo, put in the ID of the video, and MemberVault will do the rest for you. Yeah. So that's a huge usability upgrade. But the most exciting one, is the incredible engagement charts that we have now. Yes. So now, and you can go on the MemberVault page, and you can look at an example of this. I don't want to pull one up right now, but you can look at an example of this, and this is just incredible. So basically, you can put in the admin there, right on the dashboard, you have reports. And you can select a date range, any date range you want, and click run, or you can say, give me of all time. And what it'll do is it'll show you every single one of your courses and every lesson inside that course, and it'll show you how many students completed each lesson. Now, the brilliance there is that you can see where people drop off. You're naturally going to get people dropping off, right? It's just 100% of your students that start the course are not going to finish. That's fine. But where are they dropping off? And it's so interesting because, we have quite a bit of data that we've been collecting, and we have some beta users that have been using MemberVault for better part of a year. So we have a ton of data, and I was running these reports based on that, and it is amazing. You can see just from this thing, you can see the drop off, and you can see, when module 3 starts, people just start bailing. Or like, people always skip this lesson. They never complete this lesson. What is it about that lesson nobody's clicking on? So how else would you get this information? I'm a data nerd. So
I am too, because if I'm a course creator and I know that but module 3 or lesson 3 is not getting any looks, then what did I do wrong? What's the topic? Maybe I need to go back and re-record it, change the new title, or because if I think it's super important but they don't think it, then maybe it's in the title, maybe it's in the presentation, or maybe, who knows? But the reality is that it gives you so much information to be able to go and improve. And I don't care what anyone says, but we all like to improve. And
we all like to improve. And the thing is that I think a lot of us we'll put in the energy. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. And, just saying, people aren't completing your course. Great. But that doesn't really help me. No, I'm like, do I just redo it all? But with this tool, you're going to be able to see this is where people start losing it. And so that's incredible. And, and we're going to spin off of this. And we're going to keep improving that reporting tool. But even just as it is right now, just this week, we added that, and it was just enormous. So I think that's really exciting. And, I can't wait for clients to start getting just so much good stuff out of this.
And they will, because it's gonna, and if they ever, and any clients, as we've been saying in our Slack channel and via email, anybody who ever has questions can always come to us. We are open doors. We open up our calendars for them so that they can, if they don't know how to use those graphs or don't know what to do with them, that's what we're here for.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's all the things that I wanted to say today. I mean, I could go on for about an hour more, but you gotta be nice. We have to be nice to our audience. So, hey, everybody, we are going to wrap it up for today. That Mike and Bridget signing off, but we will be back next Thursday, same time, same bat channel. All right. Sounds good. See ya. Right. Bye.